Now then, let us have a quick look-see and decide what we're doing next. Well, we're not doing a whole lot over here next, to be fair. I guess you can totally help out. Pass the turn. Got a little bit of coal. We got a bit of, well, quite a lot of research actually. Now, I absolutely think it will be worth our while to research level 1 in some items around here. What say you, champ? Also, now that I know that spike leather like that allows us to basically bypass something, we could have just gone up, grabbed this, and then branched out. Oh, we're going to need that regardless. But I definitely feel that picking up some of these is going to be useful for me simply so I can convert stuff. But the question begs then, which one should I grab? Do you have any input on that, chat? A brief moment of Aavak calm before the post-bank holiday weekend storm. Yep, I hear that. The red one. The ruby. We could totally pick up rubies if you want us to start researching those. More thinking about stuff that we are gathering natively, though. What's the green one? That's malachite. We've already got that. That one is scaled leather, and this one is elvenwood. Actually, on that note, do we have any materials over here that I'm not already gathering? We have dryad wood. Oh. I mean, I could grab dryad wood. Be another thing that we could turn regular wood into if we wanted. But, nah, I don't think that's necessarily the right one. We have the most of in tier 1. I mean, wood is easily the easiest to access as tier 1, so... Let's have a quick gander. It does seem to me like it would make sense. If we have a look over here, are there any particular resources nearby that I would like? I mean, I've got enchanted leather there. What are we carrying the most of with this group? Lots of scaled leather. An enormous amount of enchanted leather. Actually, yeah, it seems like enchanted leather would be a reasonable one for us to understand how to use and convert into the next tier of resource. So, we would be able to use enchanted leather to make mythical leather, for example. I think that would probably be the better play. Yeah, let's do that. Break camp, go deal with these light bringers. Right over there. And we'll take care of them in a nature fight. Oh, and then we got a ruby, considering someone was mentioning that we should look to unlock those. We're already back up to 7,300. Damn it. I am so bad at not hoarding. Right, but now we can cook some materials. So, I have no basic leather to move up, but that's fine. Because once we have coal, we've now got a much better return on investment there. We'll get double the amount of leather out of that. I could turn regular. No, we don't want to do that one. I don't think there's anything else here that we can do. No, we're just going to have to wait. Yeah, we'll just pass a turn, and then we'll head on down there and get into a bit of a fight. Unless the fight comes to us, which I'm totally okay with. Sadly, no. But 2 levels up. Leafy Poo. Again, we're building you more as a ranged combatant, but I guess Destiny, since you've already got quite a high stat in that. Apocalypticon. I'm feeling strength for you, but this is the last level up you're going to get. And all of your options are kind of naff, so yeah, I guess we'll go with strength then in that case. And let's see what we do. Once again, nice easy fight. Got a little bit of a blessing there. Can we make it down to them to do a little bit of trading, I wonder? Possibly not, but we'll see. We definitely need to remove this out of there and out of there. Are we actually gathering iron? We're not gathering iron. So how about we do for a bit? In fact, let's both of you on that. So you'll gather a lot of iron. And then we can add back in turning that iron straight into gold. There we are. And you can also join in there. That will actually be very, very nice. Ooh. Okay, Nosferatu Light getting a bit of a leather look. Destiny is not really the one that we want out of those. But it's certainly not something to turn our nose up at. As you're about to set up camp, a group of goblin travelers approaches asking for shelter. Yeah, welcome them in. The goblins sit by the fire and share stories with you. They pass around a strange weed, and soon you see visions of the spirits they speak of. You enter the lands of the Shadowkin and feel the raw presence of darkness here. A thick, low-hanging black mist covers the ground so that you can never see your feet. And another such layer, albeit thinner, shrouds the sky. A voice from the shadow speaks. Why do you come seeking darkness? Do you wish yourself changed, or are you here to try and cast us out? Terminal magic. You feel your domain strong here. Tell the inhabitants you wish to talk. You are not an enemy. Ah, followers of the darker paths. Good. Beware, though. Darkness is not one to throw many favors. Seeing as you are no friends of ours, you will still need to face the Black Mist's whims if you wish to come in. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in. Hey, Tom. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the 36 months. The Black Mist seeps into one of your souls, leaving it cursed, and you are unable to enter the settlement for now. Dread. Oh well, we can get rid of a spiritual curse. But that is a shame. We need to get over towards the enchanted leather and the coal, I think. Let's camp. And let's start getting rid of that curse. We have got quite a lot of materials, so this should not be too difficult. It's a fairly high level curse though, annoyingly. Huh. Oh. That may not be the most fortuitous number to see when trying to remove a curse. Take care, tiny bullfrog. You have good sleeps. 2 level ups. We've got Askugia. We're not going to go for a new skill, not at level 12. But this one, not too bad. And Raptor, our hunter, definitely going for that for you. Right, let's have a quick gander. Still got 3 levels of the curse. The issue here is that I'm using a lot of this material up. You'll do. And we'll hang tight for one more turn. Doesn't the universe also care about 666 like ours theoretically does? I mean, theoretically, this is our universe. Get a bonus. I mean, there's King Arthur and all sorts of stuff going on in here. Let's go for some strength on more golds. Right, at this point, we can break camp and go say hello. Try to talk our way out of it. There we go. And we're a little bit better acquainted. But I think it's going to take us a long while to get the shadowkin to accept us. Our camp is besieged by a group of humanoids who lurk in the darkness. Keep calm and we shall all get what we want. Let's listen. Vigor steps into the light. For only the briefest of moment, he is tall, foreboding, and bestially alluring. You will give us some of your blood, and we will not harm you beyond that. Resist, and we shall devour you whole. He steps back into the darkness, and his minions step forward. Assert that you are no mere traveller, but a servant of the Pantheon, who are Hort's pack after all, so they should step away. We'll go for that. A little bit of loss. The Striga listens to your words and backs away quietly into the night. Permanent upgrade on wisdom and destiny there for future plans, my lord. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Sadly, I do not believe we're going to be able to do any more removing of curses until we get some more herbs. We've got some herbs over there, though, if we want to go for them. And another research point. Very nice indeed. I think I will grab the Dryad Wood at this point. And I am going to set up base to start grabbing some of that. Yeah, some Dryad Wood on the go. How much iron do we gather per harvest? We get 5 per harvest. No, that's how much we've got. We get 13 per harvest. Really? Am I reading? Yeah, no, we do. We get 13 per harvest. Okay, fair enough. That's fine then. In that case, we really do not need that good of a crafter working on that. That is actually kind of bonkers. Instead, let's get you... Well, we could grab a little bit more Dryad Wood, honestly. At least they were polite about it. Yeah, exactly. Right. Break camp. Go deal with you. And we've got 2 new areas that we can investigate around here. And another Lightbringer spawn. I'm just going to accept... Oh, that actually... Yeah, no, we probably should not allow the auto roll to take care of any of those from now on. That was not worth it for us. We could have easily dealt with that situation ourselves. Instead, here we are. Probably grab some more berries. Stock up a little bit there. And that's all we're going to do. Got quite a few places for us to visit around here, though. I'm kind of waiting for Baba Yaga to come along and offer us a curse removal, but doesn't seem she wants to say hello today. The forest ruins, perhaps elven, look fairly fresh, likely abandoned due to the presence of the darkness rather than age. Okay. You're surprised by some Roki. Let's resolve this one manually. There are only 3 of them, and I don't like the fact that we're already partially damaged. You do 68 damage to a random person. That is scary. I do more to everyone. This is a 4x aim? Yeah, technically. It's got like a deck builder style combat, but you're not really building a deck of cards. The cards represent the people, and the stats on said cards are based on the stats of the actual equipment and stuff that you've got in them. Sure, let's pop you there. Now, so far, Dark Aavak will be able to kill both of them with ease. Bring in an extra ghost. Let's go ahead and do that. Jenna Walker, thank you very much for the 14 months there. Wow, Thea 2 looks way better than Thea 1 already. It is a... Basically, as far as the game goes, it is a flat upgrade in every measurable way. In my opinion. Hello. Right, now I need to swap you around. You will take that spot. That's going to be the end of them. And that is the last card gone. We've got a fur artifact. It's actually got some nice materials there, but not really. Ooh, first strike. Hang on a bloody second. Okay. If this had some better stats on it. That could become a very powerful weapon. It's basically like a spear, in that when you play the card, it automatically attacks. That being said, it only does a bit of damage, and not in physical, so it's not as great, but it's certainly an interesting one. But Malakin got a between 1 and 2 levels worth of mysticism there, which is quite nice. Oh, the shadowkin, I'm too happy with it. It's fine. Does frontline stop all damage on backline or reduce it? It depends. If it's a splash damage weapon, it'll do partial damage to anywhere around it. If you have a... if it's like a splash melee weapon, then that's the case. If you've got like an archer, then the archer has to attack anyone directly in front of them. But if there is no one directly in front of them, they can target anyone anywhere on the battlefield, front or back row. Spells quite often will attack any row as well. The spell that Dark Aavak has, which is Ground Shake, attacks every tile on the battlefield. Every enemy tile. There are some that I believe will attack every tile, including your row. So it's a bit of a mixed bag in that regard. Let's cook up some more food, if indeed we can, which we can. Yeah, and certain types of splash will do things in different ways. Like a mallet smash will hit the tile behind and the tile to the left and the right. An archer splash will just hit the tile behind it. There are lots of different things that go into deciding how damage is going to propagate across the board. First scroll. not really that useful, but ancient wood is always a nice one. You know what? It's time for us to try out making that physical blessing that may possibly help us out a little bit in moving things around. I really don't have the kind of materials that we'd need for this. I would have to use my mithril for it. Well, upon completion grants a low-level physical blessing for the group of members which lasts 2 turns. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually going to speed us up, or is it simply going to make it so that we can... we have more health. I really don't know. But we'll find out. You come across a small camp. There are 3 figures sitting by the fire. One looks like an orc male, but his skin is blue. One of the blue pirates, perhaps. The other 2 are children, wearing cloaks and sleeping. Kill the man and kidnap the children. Let's approach the man to talk. The blue orc stands up and walks towards you, so as not to wake the children. He speaks quietly, but clearly. Well met. At least I hope so. You do not look like you work for Skullcrasher, but you never know with her. Cunning for a female. I'll give her that. I don't suppose you've seen a band of orc trackers on your way here? I did not. Why? It's a personal matter, but since my children's lives are at stake. Their mother, you see. She's an orc matriarch. Well, anyway. We had the children, and my boy has magic, so she means to kill him. And she wants my girl to stay with her clan of crazy bitches. I won't have it. Over my dead body. Which she is trying to achieve. Will you help me be rid of her? I'll pay. See, now the interesting thing about the orcs is the orc clan that you are used to from Thea 1 and indeed the regular orcs from Thea 2, the ones that live on an island, have a matriarchal society. The blue orcs, which are... they live on the sea, not in the sea. They're not like mer people. They're sailors. Pirates, quite often. They have a patriarchal society. So the fact that a blue orc and... we'll call it green orc just to avoid ambiguity, but a blue orc and a green orc having children, that is going to be a massive clash of ideals. By the way, I've been following your channel on YouTube for like ever, even before your Battletech days. Thank you for the many years of content. You literally play the same games I do, with very little difference. It's very fun to play alongside of you. I always learn something when I watch. Oh, that's lovely of you to say. What do you plan? Do you intend the children to become pirates like you? I'm not sure. The girl will not have an easy life on a blue pirate ship, as we do not allow outsiders to become anything but slaves. But pirating is all about freedom. Or it used to be. So I'll just take my crew and go somewhere outside the blue pirate territory, where we can change things. See, that sounds remarkably different for a blue pirate, but at the same time, kind of, it's because the whole thing with piracy, again, to a certain degree, if you follow along with the kind of the romantic notion of pirates, it is about freedom. But, you know, the freedom for consequences of, like, you know, murdering people, whatever. But that doesn't sound unreasonable. The fact that he acknowledges that, the son and daughter, and that, you know, their lives will be very different. Like, so he wouldn't necessarily want to take his daughter back to his clan, but rather go somewhere else where she will have a better life. I mean, I'm not necessarily gonna kill his ex, but certainly this seems like the only way to see this story through a little bit further. Okay. I'll see how it goes. You see a falling star shooting across the night sky. For some, it may be a blessing of Zroya. For others, a warning. Only the gods know what comes next. Except what the gods send. Oh. I mean, Avacalypticon got something good. But Crafty Old Goat and Shadow Star, a bit less good for them. Kill him and take his daughter as a new mate? No, it's his son that has magic, and that's why. Like, because all of Thea tends to believe that magic is the domain of women. It's kind of got a very Wheel of Time kind of feel about it, but doesn't quite have the same sort of idea that magic is cursed if wielded by a man. But it's very much believed to be the domain of women, and that magic-inclined men should be killed, lest they bring about some sort of terrible consequence. But hopefully Baba Yaga will pop by to say hello and help us out with that, because that's back at the base, which is a long way away. Okay, well, you've got both of these, but outmaneuver is a better one. So let's go with outmaneuver being buffed up a little bit. Well, that being said, though, I'm not sure if I'd ever go for outmaneuver. Maybe just going for the protective skills and buffing that up would be the smarter move there. I like the word calamity. Indeed. That's a very good word. That would have been a much better word to have used. Visit some terrible calamity. Blue-green love, really? The quest is called Blue-green... Oh, my lord. Fine, we'll be there in a moment. That sounds like exactly what you think it sounds like, more than likely. Actually, you know what? It sounds like even more than what I was initially thinking it sounded like. Sounds like the sort of title that you find in animes. Like, just scrolling through Crunchyroll, and it's like, yeah, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, etc., etc., etc. It's like, oh, really? When did titles become this long? I've spent 300 years killing slimes, and now I'm max level. What the? That isn't a title. That's a sentence. It is genuinely funny sometimes just to scroll through Crunchyroll and look at the titles of the anime. Let's get that one made. There you go. And is there anything I really want to gather? Yeah, sure. A bit more on that, I guess. Sadly, statistics show people are more likely to read / watch shows with descriptive long titles. Well, I mean, I guess. I'm not even necessarily sure that that's a sad thing, but it's just a funny thing. I woke up and became a bed. Yeah. That's like... You know, if that was a YouTube video title, people would say, oh, that's clickbaity. Wow, that's so clickbaity. Well, I guess if it was a YouTube title, it wouldn't be, I woke up and became a bed. It would be, I woke up and you'll never guess what I became. Exclamation marks, and the thumbnail would have a load of arrows pointing at stuff. Not necessarily beds. Probably pointing at boobs instead. There are no boobs in the story, but they'll be pointing at boobs. Where the boobs came from? Who knows? That's one of the mysteries. Right, let's go and investigate over here. Gather loot and leave. Face them with your spirit. Another mysticism of a Malakin. That's actually really, really nice. You find a chest with some weaponry, but just as you reach for it, an unstable building above you crumbles on you, leaving many bruises. Still, you get the chest. We got beaten up. For a wooden mallet. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. And I can't get across the stupid water. This is most vexing. Okay, well, let's get some more Dragon Bone then. Actually, at this point, I think I do want this, so let's pop you in there. Oh, there we are. Blue-green love has come to us. Fantastic. Let's see. Okay, chat. Or one where someone becomes a magical girl wand. On the topic of magical girls, though, I will say, sometimes watching trash anime is it's the same as watching trash action flicks. It's like mental popcorn. You're not having to engage your brain, you're just feeding it junk food. But I was watching this one. Oh, and I was honestly expecting it to be utter trash, and it oddly was quite endearing. And it's about this Yakuza boss who... It reminded me of Captain Shakespeare from Stardust, because he just wants to be a magical girl. And it's such a trashy premise, and then is genuinely hilariously funny and well written. And you're like, why? But also, more please. This is good. Yeah, movies that are so bad they're good. That's basically what that anime was. But it was not ironically good for being bad. It was like well-crafted bad that became good. Right, let's go ahead and grab... No, I feel Apocalypticon needs the... sorry, Avacalypticon needs the perception. Or it's a magical girl, actually. That is like a... You could write a thesis on that, honestly. That's a very big question. Right, alright, blue-green love. That is a very armoured bull. You find the orc matriarch and her blood trackers just where the pirates said they'd be. They're camping, but it is likely they've spotted you already. Okay, I want a full story, because I don't want to just be used as someone's weapon. I want to know what's going on. So he sent you? No doubt spinning tales of my evil ways, eh? Why do you listen to a pirate? They come here and claim our land, and now they want my own daughter to be subservient to them. Did you know they do not allow women to become captains? Disgusting! Ask about the son. Say that you were told he would be killed for having magic. Her face saddens. It's the way of my clan. It has been so for centuries. It is not easy, but we live by our code. He will die quickly. Orc men who wield magic fall to darkness more often than not. We can't risk it. Is there no other way? Some choose to abandon their sons in the wilderness, but that is cowardice indeed. Some hide from their duties and hope for the best. Listen, I need to get my daughter. Will you let me get her, or will you stand in my way? I reckon we could probably do this. Because realistically... Okay, so... This is a very meddlesome quest, really, when you think about it. Father has the son and the daughter. There's no evidence that the father has any intent that is bad towards the children. In fact, what the father has said aligns with, even though, in Blue Orc society, the daughter wouldn't have much of a life but slavery. He intends to abandon his people and go far outside the domain in order to be able to raise the children in a way that would benefit them. The mother almost unquestionably would be able to offer the daughter a better life just because of the matriarchal society of orcs, but would kill the son. whether misguided or, the whole kind of Ned Stark, the one who passes down the judgment, should be the one to swing the sword kind of idea. She's not going to abandon the challenge, leave that to be a different problem. Kind of face the burden head on sort of thing. If I were to say, I could either stop her and kill her, or I could say, well, I mean, the daughter will probably have a better life with you, but you leave me the son and I'll take him into my own care. But that kind of leaves the father just out in the cold. This is a rough one. Also, yeah, that's a good point. What about the siblings? Wouldn't they have some sort of bond? Would splitting them up? Moral of the story, parenting is hard. I'm not entirely sure that's the moral of the story. I mean, it could be if you wanted to be, but I kind of feel that maybe somewhere along those lines, it's kind of like Garrick getting told the story about the boy who cried wolf. And at the end of it, Julian being, well, the moral of the story, you don't tell lies in character. No, it's not. The moral of the story is don't tell the same lie twice. I feel that you could probably end up with lots of different morals from this story. Oh. Hey, Jazza, thank you very much for the 18 months there. That is amazing. Thank you. I don't know how old the children are. We've not been fed that information. If they're infants with no memories yet, splitting them wouldn't have a whole lot of damage to the kids, but if they're already developed and aware, splitting them would probably suck. Yeah, and also, you've also got to kind of weigh in the parents in this as well. If we say leave the son to us, there's no reason why we might not be able to just leave the son with the father. I mean, that honestly, it kind of feels here that the father is the only one that is trying to avoid either of the children dying or being subject to the whims of their respective cultures. But I'll go with this one and see if we can convince. Oh my good lord, that's a lot of people. They've also got a star dancer. Duskbreaker. Okay, now these are the names of the characters, not Mithril Breaker. We'll accept that outcome, sure. Oh, we lost one sanity. She looks at you for a while, then speaks. Yes, you speak sense, and Zorza is one of your goddesses, so I trust you. Fine. Allow me to take my daughter, and my son is yours. Do not plead for the father. He is as good as dead. For the heinous crime of wanting neither of his children to die or be brought up in some culture which will inherently devalue one or t'other. This doesn't end well, by the way. Haven't you ever read any of the classics? Let me tell you of a troll called Grendel, and how killing the father but leaving the son fared for that particular monarch didn't go well. Yeah, moral relativism is a difficult business to address. No, indeed it is. Indeed it is. I'm fairly certain the Dark Aavak alone could kill everyone here. I mean, that's true. He could fight back, but she's got an entire warband with her. But we're going to agree. We're going to agree. We'll see how it goes. Oh, right. It isn't some sort of fight. Okay. The matriarch moves out and returns sometime later, covered in blood. She carries the two terrified children and hands you the boy. She does not look back as she walks away with her daughter. I feel like we didn't take the quote-unquote good path through this one. However, we did end up with a blue orc, so as far as Dark Aavak is concerned, this is an efficient way to increase the capabilities of our group. A magical blue orc at that. Well, actually, though, is it? Let's have a look. Little pirate. When do you grow up? You grow up in 33 turns. Dear Lord, you've got some time. Alright, you're sticking with this group. I guess we're just going to farm experience. Though the big thing here is if I send you back to the town, you're going to be able to benefit from the fact that we've got a bunch of buildings that will help out. A magical blue traumatized orc boy. Yeah, no, this feels very much like the setup for a villain origin story. This very much sounds like the setup for a villain origin story. If I'm omelet, damn it, habitual oaf. Why did you just type eggs and omelet there? Why did I read say what I was reading instead of what I was thinking? Okay. I think we need to take you back home. We'll do it in a roundabout way. So you're with us for now. Okay, the characters are pirate orc. Pirate orcs come from another unknown part of Thea. They are known for their strength, ferocity, and despise of one-handed weapons. And their I'm not actually sure how I would rephrase that, but it doesn't feel good there. But they've got 120% power on sea, so ships move better. Like, just having this tiny little pirate boy on our ship will make it move better. This is going to be grand. You call that a weapon? Let's bring that up. Orcs despise one-handed weapons. Having one equipped decreases all shielding types. And then much increased strength. Name him Hansel, and if the sister comes back later, you can recruit her and name her Gretel. I mean, that's not actually a terrible idea. Disdain, and their disdain for one-handed weapons. That would be so much of a better way to name it. But you know what we need to do, chat? You know it, we know it. Also, the Alpha. Wow, we got 10 with the Alpha clans. That was a big bump. That was a very big bump, actually. But. You know what we need to do. And what we need to do is ask Nightbot to help us. Alright. In a moment, I'm going to give you a keyword. And if you type that keyword in chat, then Nightbot will pay attention. And you will be in with a chance to earn the name of this little pirate. Demi of Derp has already very kindly prepaid the name in game. Everyone thank Demi of Derp in chat, for you no longer have to worry about ponying up any dapper ducats. Okay, so what names will we go with? Let's think. Actually, this is good. Alright, so this is what you need to type in chat. I'm going to type it in so you can just copy and paste it. Boom, there you are. Go ahead. Hashtag thank you, Demi. And we've actually got a couple of other names already in there. Thank you very much, everyone. You're all incredibly kind. I'm going to allow this to go for a couple of moments while people get a chance to toss their coin at a witcher or into the hat, whatever way you want to do it. Do I have any 200 weapons? I do have a couple of 200 weapons, actually. Wands, which is not exactly the best, but I mean, I could give you this. You do actually have a high mysticism, to be fair. Do I have anything that will give you even more mysticism? I may have something that does. Increase mysticism there on Nosferatu Light. Nosferatu Light, I'm giving Little Pirate the ability to summon a ghost. And while you're doing that, I mean, I guess I could give you the dragon one, sure. Armor, give you some armor. A dragon wand or a ruby crossbow. Huh. We could go with the armored relic.